Okay, so as you can see, we're going to roll up a character for We Deal in Lead. I'm going to actually convert our boy Blake here, and he is going to be our main character, and we're going to kind of go through the stats here. I have different card there, a new card. You know, I'll take you through it. I wrote it down just so it wasn't so cumbersome. You know, I mean, I don't have to always access my phone, you know, to roll up a character. So, player creation: choose a background, trinket, etc. Well, he's already got a trinket. It's his special knife that his friend gave him. But I might add some more things to the background. We'll see. Choose or roll your traits. Traits are kind of a thing in this game, as we went over. Drifted World or Slip Door. He's from Slip Door. And even though it says Drifted World, it comes from the Drifter world, but well, it's actually Slip Door, so it's different. Alright. Choose or roll age. I'll just choose an age for him. I think he's in his early to mid 30s. Choose or roll for gun. All right, I'll probably choose his gun. Ability scores: you get strength, dex, and heart. 3d6 for each. Swap to 2. Roll 2d6 for starting grit, and roll starting gear. Page 87. All right, so I'm going to go over all these. He's got 12 inventory slots for gear and equipment, plus 3 days rations, torch, and 3d6 lead. So we'll go over all this. This here, you might have or might not have seen before, is a Mythic adventure sheet. And once I figure out what his adventure is going to be, I'm going to jot it down right here, and that'll be the goal for his adventure. And the adventure is going to be 1 page, the beginning and the end. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to be using for the guide, the adventure guide, which comes with the game. It's like a solo excursion kind of guide. It's a flow sheet, and I will show you that here in a minute. Right here. It's hard to put this on a 3x6 card. So you have the excursion start, roll on locations, roll on objectives, roll d12 on encounters. This is an encounter table right here. See, some of the tables are kind of small like that. Did you meet an NPC? In this case, I'm going to say, yeah, he met one right away. Is this first encounter? Yes. Roll on 2d6 reactions. That's enemy actions here, NPC reaction. And in fact, I'm thinking that the adventure is probably going to start with this postman. And it might be a mission having to do with protecting the postman. I'll see. Are you fighting? Yes, no. Clear encounter. Is your excursion size 1? I think that just means are you just one person. Yes, roll on a d6 resolution. And you got the resolution here. It tells you what you get or don't get. And then either yes or no. If not, roll the bonus or penalty. And then you start it all over again. D12 on encounters. And I think you would go to the next hex on the map. Something like that. Okay, so I think that's the gist of it. So let's get to rolling. And first of all, we'll choose a background, a trinket. All right, we'll put Blake. World. Slip door. The Drifter. Name of his RPG system. Okay, so choose back. I'm gonna have to get my PDF out on my phone, so let me see here. Background. I should put the page numbers on here. So that way I can go right to it. Because it's not really set up that great when it comes to making your character. Background and trinkets. I'm just going to go to traits, because background and trinkets, I don't think that's in here. That's from something else. I'll go to the index. I think there's an index in here. Traits, here we go. Traits, here we go. Okay. So, as you can see, the D10 is coming into play. And background. I can roll or I can pick. Some of these things I might roll, some of the things I might pick. But you see how specific you can be. That's pretty neat. It gives you good visual. So I have a basic outline of what Blake looks like, but not specific that yet. So he's gonna be a drifter in this case. So background. So yeah, background's part of the trait here. Background. Drifter. He literally comes from the world of Drifter. Trying to get 50 bucks for his objective. That can still be his objective, by the way, is just getting that 50 bucks. So maybe they'll make that part of his main quest, along with some sub-quests in this. Drifter. Physique. You can roll this if you want to go random. I don't think he's very tall, and he's not lanky. I say he's rugged. He's rugged. Alright, physique's all right in physique. Alright, next thing over, his skin. Skin is, let's see here, smooth, rough, freckled, scarred, weathered. I'll give him weathered. Rugged, weathered, since he's been traveling outside a lot. Hair, so you can get pretty specific. Wavy, wispy, oily, flowing, frizzy, matted, shaved, curly. I'll say it's matted. Move along here. Face. Pale, delicate, fierce, sharp, square, sunken, elongated, chiseled, damaged, bony. I would say I'll give him chiseled. Again, he's been out in the sun quite a bit. In the outdoors. Eyes, piercing, distant, sunken, melancholy. Alert, wary, searching, menacing, shining, keen. Let's see here. These are all pretty good. So let me roll. Can't quite make up my mind, so let me roll. What kind of eyes he has. Nine. Alright, it's got shining eyes. Speech. Cryptic, droning, formal, gravelly, precise, squeaky, elegant, whispery, booming, blunt. Let's see. I'd say he's pretty upfront. Not formal. Somewhere between blunt and gravelly. Say semi-blunt, semi-gravelly, maybe a little raspy. Yeah, gravelly. I can always change this later. No big deal. Clothing. See, it's getting specific. Blood-stained. Well, he was just in a bit of a shootout, I think. Pristine, extravagant. No, road-worn. I'd say road-worn's probably good. He's definitely the drifter archetype. Okay, so that's pretty good details for starting out a character. Rugged, weather, matted, chiseled, shining, but eyes. Semi-blunt speech. And this, they have the type of speech is the low speech and the high speech. So he would probably speak the low speech, or somewhere in the middle in this world. High speech this is kind of like more sophisticated talk. You know, low speech is more guttural, street kind of talk, I believe. Alright, so let's go to the next thing we got to do. Got the background, we got the traits. Shows we know the world he's coming from. I'm gonna say age. Make him 35. Choose a role for gun. Now this might be something I pick. So let me find the guns. There we go, gun and hat. but I can roll some detail. So I'm gonna, he's got a 6-shooter, I'm gonna pick that. Okay. Now for the purpose of this game, I'm going to make him a gunslinger. Okay. Now I think you can play the game without being a gunslinger. Okay, it is possible. So now the kind of grip. Now in the Dark Tower, Roland had the sandalwood grip. But it can be other ones. And so let's roll. I would say he would be more of the sandalwood kind of guy too. But let's see. Since I don't want to totally emulate perfectly the character of Roland, I want to add some kind of differences. 2d6. 11. Alright, 11. So, walnut. Walnut. Alright. I'm not a fan of walnuts, but okay, maybe this character is. 6-shooter, walnut grip. And let's see what else. Engraving. Yeah, this is neat. I like this. So I could either pick one or roll one. Hawk, bumbler. Well, it wouldn't make sense that he would have... A bumbler is a creature from this drifted world. Sword, dragon, bear, manticore. I'm going to say more down to earth. It's either a hawk or a bear. Or a sword. So let's do hawk, sword, dragon, or bear. Those are a little bit more grounded. The rose is something that I think was on Roland's gun. So let's do 1d4 minus 1. Hawk is 1, sword is 2. Oh, I don't have to minus anything. Hawk is 1, sword is 2, dragon is 3, bear is 4. And we have a 3. He has a dragon. Dragon on his walnut grip. Dragon engraving. So that's pretty detailed. Again, I like it. I like it. The attention to detail is something that's fantastic in this game. So his gun is pretty much ready. He has a hat in this, and it's your, let's see, standard Gallioner, probably a Gallioner type of hat. Stand, thread. So I'm looking at this picture here. Oh yeah, see how it's cut off a little bit? So it's more, that's more of like a kind of a Harrier type of hat. You know, so we'll give him a Harrier hat. Minor details, but you never know. It's like, it really paints a picture. Alright. Starting gear tables. So let's go back to the order. Let's see. Choose or roll for gun. Ability scores. We'll get the starting gear later, but alright, these I can roll up. So here we go. These are important. Strength, Dex, and Heart. So I'll put Scores. Strength. Heart is something in the Dark Tower books that is said a lot. If you have the heart to kill, that's one of Roland's sayings that he goes by. I kill with my heart. And yeah. So let's roll them. This is one of the best parts about making a character. Let's do it. 2d6 for start. No, 3d6. Well, I'm short a d6. Let me grab a d6 here. So we got the old school dice for the theme here. There we go. This will be for his strength. Oh, not bad. 11, 12, 13. Okay. So I'm putting them right here because you could swap two of them. Okay. Dexterity. Not bad. 10, 14. Okay. Now his heart, which comes into play quite a bit in this game. Not very much here. Alright, 5, 10. So 10. Alright, so I wrote him light because I might switch out some. So I don't think he's a very strong guy. He's average. So I'm going to give him a strength of 10. And I'm going to give him a fast dexterity. I'll give him a fairly big sized heart. Since he's not, I don't see him as being a super strong guy. So he's about average. Not a wimp, but not super strong either. Alright, so here we go. Ability score now. 2d6 for starting grit. Kind of like the wood dice. It fits in well with the theme of the game. Wood dice. Okay, grit. Grit's important because grit's kind of like your temporary hit points before you get to the real hit points. Roll high. 8. It's okay. Could be worse. So his grit. I'll put that over here as grit. Is 8. Alright, almost done here. So, starting gear. 87, page 87, and choose or roll gun in hand. I did that already. 12 inventory slots. So let's roll his starting gear. He's got a knife already from the Drifter world. So let's go, and I have this page up already. Okay, armor. He's got his mundane weapon, which is his knife. Okay, so let's do this. Armor, let's see. I said either... Yeah, roll for starting gear, so we'll roll in this case. Let's make it more true to the game instead of picking. Seems a little bit more fair. D20s. So for his armor, he's got a padded poncho. Okay, that's fine. So here I'll put gear. Armor. Padded poncho. He's already got the mundane weapon. Alright. Gear. 1d19. A grappling hook. Lord knows where he got the grappling hook from, but okay. Grappling hook. That kind of informs the character a little bit. Maybe he was doing some kind of spelunking. And then, again, I could just choose one if I wanted to, but I'm just kind of going, he'd probably have like a bandolier or something like that. And a tool. A tool and a trinket. So he's got the knife was a trinket, but that's more of a mundane weapon. So let's go. Tool is black, trinket is red. 1920. Alright, so 19. Oh, it's a D10, sorry. Roll D10. Seven. Alright, 7. So he's got, ooh, a sheath. A sheath knife. Well, okay. Maybe it's a separate knife from the main one. So he's got an extra knife. Sheathed knife. And I'll put knife for the mundane weapon. And I'll put here is let's see, I'll put his up here, put mundane weapon. Knife. I'll put gifted. He's a knife man. Alright, so there we go. We have our character all sketched out, filled in for this world. He's a drifter, rugged, weathered skin, matted hair, probably brown hair, chiseled features, shining eyes, semi-blunt, semi-gravelly speech. It's speech. 35, he's road worn. Mundane weapon is knife. 6-shooter with a walnut grip with a dragon engraving. Harrier hat. Strength 10, dexterity 14, heart 13. Grit 8. Gear, armor, his padded poncho. He's got a grappling hook, sheath knife as an additional knife, and his regular knife. Okay, so this is the modern stuff I want to talk to you guys about. Footnote. Okay, now in creating your name and background traits for your character, you see here they have first choose your character's first and surname and determine pronouns. Okay, now the pronouns, like, you know, you don't need this. You don't need that. Like, people are going to name their characters however they want, however they choose, and kind of forcing the issue in our entertainment, especially our role-playing entertainment. Come on. Come on. You know, and they mix all the names together, the male and female names. Just have them separate. You know, people can pick out names they want. Don't force people to do this kind of stuff. That's just my opinion, and like my opinion man. And obviously, the people that made this book can do whatever they want to. It's their book. So, and everything else and every other aspect, it's pretty great. It's pretty good job at this book and the theme especially. So the less of the forcing that we see, the better, especially in our role playing. We want an escape from the politics and all that stuff. Make it an escape. All right, I'll get off my soapbox and onto the game. Okay. So there we go. I'll say this sheath knife is probably more like a tool knife, and this is more like probably a weapon, deadly knife. All right, that his Indian friend gave him. All right, so there we go. Meet you back in the next video. This one got a little long, or longer than I usually do. Keep on solo questing. Keep on solo questing. See you in the next video.